Normies are coming! Normies are coming! Darkness is thickening over Mordor. Grab your pitchforks and your pacman-syu scripts, boys. Seriously though, trigger warning. This opinion is controversial. Spoiler alert. If you are a normie coming to Linux and willing and able to learn, you are an ally. However, if you are a normie who come to Linux and drag all the Corpo slop with you, you are in the enemy camp, okay? Let's go. Hoi. I don't yap much on this channel, yes? Mostly just grinding games and hammering out code like a digital hermit, but lately my YouTube feed has been assaulted with a tidal wave of titles such as Linux for Dummies, Linux Challenge, and Ditch Windows, you idiot. Turns out Mordorsoft empire is crumbling faster than a Jenga tower built by the drunk orcs. X, that bloated birdcage, is exploding with rants about forced accounts, and peeps are fleeing to me and screaming, I refuse to let Microsoft rummage through my exquisite porn collection. One gamer straight up brands Windows 11 as a spyware with extra step and yeets it right after the AI overlord push. Or that high-octane drama like Mike Adams, the health ranger nut, unleashing the Ditch Windows for Mint manifesto that snagged like 9,000 likes, calling it pre-installed viruses and begging for dual boot to dodge the panopticon. Dual boot? Hey, that's weak, bro. I sense a skill issue here. But hey, despite all that recent hype, it's not some biblical exodus of the masses yet, and the year of the Linux is still a meme. Thankfully. Most couch potato casuals are too comfy or too plain lazy to nuke their setups, but the frustration is bubbling like a bad potion, and post-Windows 10 end-of-life in October, we're seeing real momentum. Linux desktop adoption jumped from 1 to 5% in a year and a half. That's not a bleep, that's a goddamn siren. Alarming? You bet your overclocked GPU it is. So, why the kernel panic mode all of a sudden? Well, normies are prey for the Corpo werewolves, and where sheep flock, the predators slobber and follow. Simple as that. What demonic force turns so many normies suddenly Linux curious? Well, the unholy trinity, of course. Mandatory cloud accounts, AI spam shenanigans, and the upgrade or perish extortion. Mordorsoft iron-fisted login during Windows 11 setup with no local accounts, Copilot vision snitchware, which screenshots your desktop every few ticks and beams it to the cloud. Naturally, that ignited privacy hawks and even dragged in some mid-tier mouth breathers. Yes, I know. Recall AI got castrated after the backlash bonfire earlier this year, but the stench lingers. They're not done peeping, bro. Toss in the Windows 10 sunset into the mix with the ultimatum pay up for the extended security or leap into Windows 11 bloated hellscape and boom, Linux chatter spikes like cholesterol after injudicious night at the local chew and spew. A Forbes hit piece summoned it well. Privacy, zero force telemetry, and it hums on an ancient hardware like a dream. Top bait for 2025 switchers apparently. Reddit's Linux for Noobs is a dumpster fire of should I switch in 2025 threads, all finger pointing at Mordorsoft anti-consumer circus. YouTube vids like why ditch Windows for Linux in 2025 racking up low six-figures views. And it's not just basement-dwelling geeks, mind you. Semantic scans catch normie meltdowns, like a dad type raging, PC is crashing again, dangerously close to Linux now. And of course this gem, average users are switching because Windows security holes and for spyware suck worse than learning apt. Sure, most of them will boomerang back for that sweet it just works laziness, but hey, at least some peeps are dipping a toe. I cringe harder than a noob facing a segfault when another Linux for Dummies distro pops up with the corporate sponsors flashing like a cheap neon sign. Thank the Dark Lords for the fragmentation and that brutal learning curve. It is our glorious firewall. Unifying distros? Heck yeah, good luck. It's like herding caffeinated cats on acid. It's a feature, not a bug, you fool. No single overlord can hijack the kernel, and at least for now, Torvalds is yeeting bad kernel patches like yesterday's trash, and 1,000 distros dance to their own chaotic tune. But the Corpo vultures are circling, beaks dripping with proprietary slime, and storm clouds are massing on the horizon. History is a graveyard of open source triumphs turned into a sleek corporate turds. Ubuntu Snap jihad, anyone? Flatpaks versus snaps is a proxy warfare for your soul. Canonical has been ramming proprietary snap stores down the throats with auto-update and flirting with the telemetry opt-out bullshit. If normies swarm Ubuntu or Mint as the easy gateway drug, watch the pressure crank up for more user-friendly handcuffs. Red Hat Enterprise Linux flip to paywalling source code proves Enterprise Green can rot community trust overnight. Rest in peace, CentOS stream, you Frankenstein monster. If that cloud-first cancer spreads to Fedora, their upstream playground, kiss goodbye to the free kernels and say hello to subscriptions and force logins for security, because nothing says safe like Big Brother's watch. Android déjà vu, Linux kernel at heart, sure, but Google morphed it into a velvet walled garden laced with Play Services spyware. Normies shrugged it off because hey, it just works. Most of them do not know or care that it is Linux underneath. Same sucker punch if distros start stuffing Microsoft Azure hooks or AI helpers that rat you out. Falling right into today's trendy trope of smart tech that is dumber than a bag of hammers. For now, glory be, there is no Linux Führer barking orders. Unlike Windows singleton despot, Linux just flips the bird at the garbage ideas, and distros fork quicker than you can mumble git clone. Try Windowsifying Debian? Fine, boom, hyperlink to anti-X sprouts like weeds in a cracked den. Arch-Gentoo Slackware and Nabara-style gaming beasts stay pristine because they are forged by artists who'd sooner chuck bleach than blow out a stack. Normies might toddler step into Mint, but power users? They keep the ecosystem from turning into a corporate brothel. The post-Windows 10 apocalypse meant that Mint Zorin Pop!OS downloads surged by 20–30% year-over-year. Even a hardcore fortress like Arch are swelling. Normies level up or flake out. When corps push too hard, community boycott and bail. Unity Desktop, anyone? Remember that flop? Killed by Canonical Corp in 2017 and only to be revived in 2022 by the open source community. It's alive and well now. So what about gaming? It used to be very difficult to game on Linux. Now Proton is our ultimate cheat code. Valve is pumping gold into it. Windows 11 Clown showed just turbo-boosted adoption. Why dual boot when 90% of your game library just works without the drama? True, TPM 2.0 plus secure boot locks Linux out of Fortnite, multiplayer, mid-grinder and box slope. So what? We go indies, they couldn't care less. They're always Unity, God out and Unreal. No EAC Vanguard BS means native port, so Proton sorcery. Silksong, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Skinwalker Hunt, just to name a few. AAA budgeted, but still independent Valve and its Counter-Strike 2 tops the charts on Steam and has 0 TPM tiers. Pure bliss on deck on Nabara. Or honestly pretty much any desktop distro. You might need to have some skill on some of them. Yes, of course, AAA gaming is clawing for that kernel anti-cheat, gaslighting you into rooting your operating system like a bad ex. But AAA is on a life support anyway. They are bloated behemoths with like 500 devs and a dev cycle that spans over a decade. They are rocking budgets rivaling that of a small nation's GDP. And what are they doing? They are peddling woke slope and then get curb stomped by a solo indie wizard. Gamers are revolting and cash is flowing into indies like water through the burst dam. And so now even Titans hedge, Blizzard's sneakily polishing Battle.net via Proton, and if Epic's Windows or bust gamble tanks, well, they'll port in no time if the profit potential is right. Indies own 70% of the Steam's top sellers now. They chase players and don't care about Microsoft's leash. And oh yeah, don't forget the Adobe fiasco. Well, if you're married to Adobe, there is stuff like DaVinci Resolve, GIMP, Reaper, Carla. Oh, you can't cut vids on that? Well, watch James Lee Animation Channel. How I broke up with Adobe Vid in particular. Yeah, that's done on Linux, alright? So if you are a digital artist and can't do what he does, it's a skill issue, bro. Level up. So back to the normie invasion then. No, I'm not sweating this current wave of normies. Those are refugees, battle-hardened zealots. By the time they crawl through the grub probe gauntlet, such as air cannot find grub drive, they'll earn their pseudo-stripes and read Archwiki like the Holy Scripture. In no time, they will rant about systemd heresy and flex their rising on YouTube. Those that will survive the initial learning curve in hazing will fork distros over a single telemetry pixel. They are pure gold. And thus, by the time the second wave comes in, the first one has invested the time and effort and will still remember why they went through the whole ordeal in the first place. It is the second wave that I worry about. That is the swarm I dread. The Android normie horde mistaken Linux for Chromebook with training wheels. They will pour in like an avalanche when Best Buy slaps Ubuntu Proton $399 laptop with a Windows-free badges like it's some kind of virtue signal. And Tech Talk floods with the techfluencers vomit. Switch to Linux in 5 minutes. Spoiler, Zorin install, Snap auto updates enabled, terminal forever ignored. Mordorsoft access local accounts for good, OEM sell cloud-ready Linux, pre-installed with the Azure snitchware. Yeah, that's the scouring of the Shire, folks. The real dark time. Corpo Linux distros, pre-baked and dirt cheap, hit the shelves and the second wave crashes in by thousands and then by millions, creating a brand new and shiny feeding ground for the vultures. So let's break down these two waves. First wave, motivation. Mordorsoft is spying on my porn stash. Distro hop path, Mint, Fedora, Arch. Learns Fisk, systemctl, make package, and the secret runes of the grep command. Outcome, FOSS Evangelists and Rice Lord Supreme. Threat level, ally. Second wave, motivation. Windows tax jacked my laptop by $100. Path, Chrome OS Flex or Ubuntu OEM. Learns, wait the fuck Battlefield 6 is borked. Outcome, wise for App Store, immutable everything and just works miracles. Threat level, Enshittification. A Trojan horse.